What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Filano Media, aka the Dollar Doctor. Okay, I made you guys a promise that I'm gonna be showing you guys how to partake in futures trade. That's for those of you who do not know how to, you know, um, all the signals we've been dropping is not. I discovered it's not everybody that knows how to enter the trades. That's the futures trade. So I'll be using Bybit for today, and perhaps if there's still time, I can also go through MEXC exchange, and I think that's it. So now this is your Bybit. Make sure your Bybit is funded. If you don't know how to do or use P2P, then that should be another class for another day. Now, when you have funded your Bybit, by the time you fund through P2P, your funds is going to be reflecting here. Your funds will be reflecting here under funding. Okay, so now to fund your futures account, all you need to do is click on this transfer. You click on this transfer button. When you click on transfer, now look up there. You will see funding. Okay, there's funding there. There is also unified trading, and apart from that, you will discover that you can transfer from your funding to your unified trade. This is particularly for Bybit because there are no other options except your funding account and your unified trading. Your unified trading refers to both your spot account and your futures account. So this is a multi-purpose wallet. Unlike other exchange where they will separate your futures account from your spot account, but Bybit have combined the both of them into one. That's why it's called unified. Unity, okay? Unified trading means both your spot, your futures, your options account. The three of them are combined here, including staking. Everything, if you want to stake, if you want to do so many things, it is still under your unified trading account. That's why it's called unified. So when you have transferred from your funding to your unified account, it can be preferably we use USDT because that one alone has so many pairs attached to it. In fact, most of our trade comes under USDT. So you change this Bitcoin here, you can search for USDT using the search bar but you can see these are the common things I do. So that's why USDT is not far to find in my Bybit. Then you can click on maximum, or you type in the amount you want to transfer and then go ahead and click on transfer. So you just go ahead and click on confirm rather, and that is it. So now if you look down there, my money is currently in my unified trading account. So meaning by the time I go to take a trade, let me go to my VIP group. So let's assume a signal is given. Let's assume a signal is given. This is let me not use happy. It's not common in every exchange. Okay. Okay, let's assume you were given long 1000 SHIB. Okay, use 20x leverage. Now also they say here you see TP at 30%. Can you see, guys? Can you see just focus on what I'm doing. TP at 30%, avoid greed, SL at your own risks, blah blah blah. So remember, it is long 1000 SHIB. So we now go to trade. Look at this portion I went to trade. Now under trade, if you look up, there are so many options. You see spots, you see futures, you see options, you see margin. Okay, you see explore. Just like I said, unified trading covers the 5 of them. There should be more than like that. There should be more than like that, but for now we'll just focus on this. So many exchange have more than these features up there. So there is room for staking and vetting. There's also room for delegation too in most platform. Now, what do? I will simply click on futures. Remember, it's a future signal. So I click on futures. They said long, not bag. Now, by the time you come to futures, then you also discover that there is this particular, if you want to know the pair, it will reflect here. Just click on it, okay? When you click on it, there is a search bar. Just This is the sidebar. You just click on the sidebar and type 1000 SHIB. Okay, don't get it wrong. SHIB, Shiba Inu, SHIB is also 1000 SHIB, but it is not under perpetual. Look at what I mean. If you look down there, please pay close attention. You can see that SHIB is spot trading. That's the normal SHIB you know. Why? This is SHIB USDT. This USDT is under perpetual. Look at perpetual there. That is, perpetual trades are futures trade. That's the ones you can trade under futures. Those are perpetual trades. So this SHIB USDT. And if you check the prices, they are the same. Just that this 1000 SHIB, it have been multiplied by 1000 to give you this price. Okay, while for normal Shiba Inu, you see that it is divided by 1000. If you multiply this, if you multiply this SHIB, if you multiply this by 1000, it's going to give you this price. So they are both the same. Their charts are the same. There is no difference. Don't allow anybody to tell you that they are two different things. Just that this one is under perpetual. That is why it was multiplied by 1000 so that it can be futures eligible. Why this is just a normal spot trade. Now, why this other one too? It is also the same with this. Okay, it's also the same with this one, but this is under USDC, not USDT. I hope you can see that very well. USDC is there. USDC perpetual. So that is if you deposited USDC into your unified trading account instead of USDT, then this is what you can trade. You cannot trade this one with your USDT. It's not going to pick it. Okay, so I hope that one is clear. Also in sports, you cannot trade this SHIB USDC with USDT. You can only trade it with USDC. Same with this. If you deposited euro into your account, you can only trade this on spots using your euro. You cannot use any other stable asset. So I think that's that. Now we click on SHIB 1000 USDT. That's what, yes, SHIB 1000 USDT. That's what we are trading at. Now, you were asked to long, right? So you simply click on long. I hope everybody can see that. You click on long below. When you click on long, take a look at this screen. Let's take everything gradually. This is 10x. That's your leveraging. This is cross. It's a type of leveraging. Remember, before I told you guys that there are two types of leveraging. We have cross and isolated margins. That's for your leveraging. We have isolated, we have cross. Please neglect anything that has to do with portfolio margin. Okay, you are not an options trader, so avoid portfolio margin. This is what you should focus on. You focus on cross or you focus on isolated margin. Now, what is the difference? Isolated margin has to do with you are only risking the amount of money you are using to trade that particular asset. Let's assume I want to trade this 1000 SHIB now with $1. So if I use it on isolated margin, it means by the time I have minus 100%, my trade will be liquidated and it will be closed automatically. But on cross margin, if I trade with using the same $1, by the time I get to minus 100%, that trade will keep running if I continue losing. So long as I still have money in my futures balance, let's assume I have like $10 and I just use only $1 to enter that trade on cross margin. By the time I get to minus 100%, it will continue to minus 101, minus 102, even down till, so long as there is still money in my unified trading balance, that trade is not going to close. Do you understand? So that's the advantage of cross margin. Even though you are in losses, your cross margin is just like forex trading. Your entire portfolio is in trouble. Okay, but it is safe when you trade. Like, you remember when I showed you that signal. Let's go back to the signal. You will see SL at your own risk, meaning that do not use stop losses to trade. This is not a trade that you use stop loss. It's not every trade that you use stop loss, this particular one. So do not use stop loss to trade. Now, if you had used isolated margin on that trade, you must have been liquidated. okay, by the time you get to minus 100%. But on cross margin, by the time you don't use stop losses to trade it, you still be safe to some point, okay. So that trade might do minus 100% or minus 200% and then come back to profit. It happens like that. So that is the difference. This one, the risks attached to isolated margin is only to the capital you allocate to it when you are entering the trade, while the risks attached to this is your entire portfolio will be in trouble, okay. So but somehow this is way safer. That's for professional trading, while for beginners trading this is way safer too, okay. So I think that's that about margins. Now let's continue. We have talked about cross and isolated, right? That's for margin trading. And we've talked about leverage. This is where you adjust your leverage. It can be 10x. And I told you guys before that it is not every trade. It is not every trade that you enter with 10x. It is not every trade that you enter with 50x. It's not every trade that you enter with 100x. Somebody trading BTC cannot use 10x on a very small capital, okay? People that use 10x to trade BTC, I mean professional traders, those people that trade with up to $10,000, $20,000, 30,000, some even go as far as using $100,000 to trade Bitcoin. You will see them using like 5x because of it's called risk management. Okay, you can use as much as some people even use 1x. But I think the lowest I've seen so far for professional traders is 5x. Those that use up to 100k leverage. Okay, so that is that. Then but for we that are small traders, of course, using 10x with your $1, by the time that trade get to 100%, what you'll be seeing is 0.1. I hope you're aware. What you'll be seeing is 0.1 USDT. So by the time you use 100x on later on, I will fix another class on how to calculate leveraging. Okay, that's both for a pair, your capital, and the predicted profits. So I'll teach you guys how to calculate. That's another class on its own, and it has to do with calculation. Now, also, there is another feature here. If you take your time to look at it, there's another feature here, which is this particular button. This one has to do with market. That's if you want to open at market order. If it's not a limit trade, remember that signal is not a limit trade signal. This is signal, and it's not you were asked to long. There was no long at between so price to so price. I need to go and look for a trade that's okay. Now this could be a limit trade because as at the time when he dropped this signal, the market was not at 0.2318. The market was not there. Okay, so you now, if he told you mbox will sell my entry 0.23, it means it's a limit trade. As the market is not yet there at that time, all you need to do is set it at limit order. You can come to limits. Okay, you just click on limit and then put in the price here and put in the amount of USDT you want to use to enter the trade. Okay, so that's for limit trade. But by the time you see something like long at CMP, that's at current market price, you can always use market order. So for now, guys, these are the two things you will focus on: limits and market order. Forget conditional trading, chase limit order, scaled order, swap, and iceberg. Forget them. They are not for your level currently. So these are particularly for options traders and the rest of them. So for now, just focus on limit and market order. So now, when you are asked to open a trade under current market price, that's what you should do. And then you can put in the now look at this part is very, very technical. Okay, if you look into this box, if you look into this box, that is where all the magic happens, and that box has to do with whatever you type in here. Okay, so now let's start from the beginning. This is quantity. That's the quantity or the amount of SHIB, 1,000 SHIB that you are using to enter this trade. Now, this is the cost of that amount of SHIB. The cost meaning that the exact amount that will be deducted from your portfolio. to enter the trade. Okay, and this is your liquidation price. That's, let's assume the market goes against you. That's where the price is going to liquidate you at. Now let's see. If I decide to enter this trade with let's say $1. Now remember, it also has to do with my leverage. Oh. Everything, they all work together. It has to do with this guy. My leverage, what I type here, that is exactly what we reflect here. Now on 10x, 10x means 10 times, right? So if I want to enter this trade with $1, what should I do? I just type in, sorry, if I type in 10, if I type in $10 here, they are not going to deduct 10. Remember, this is 10x. Remember, this is 10x and this is $10. It means 10 divided by 10. That will give you 1. And if you look there, it means the cost of this trade. Can you see it, guys? The cost of this trade is 1 USDT. That's 1/1. It's equal to 1 USDT. It means I am entering this trade with only 1 USDT on 10x. So that's that about leveraging. By the time you have done that, so the next thing to do is to click on buy long. Once you click on buy long, the trade is going to automatically open. Okay, I don't want to open any trade now. I am not willing to take that risk. The market is very unstable, but by the time you click on buy long, that trade is going to automatically open. Now when the trade have opened, it is very easy to close a trade. Very, very simple. Now always remember, do not in any let me just open this trade. Let me open it because of, for the sake of lectures. So you just need to confirm. Now I've opened this trade. So let's assume I want to close this trade. You can see everything is clearly there. This close, this trailing stop, this set TP or SL. So for now, I'm not going to teach. This is trailing stop is for limit closing. If you want to close it sequentially or using DCA method, that's where you start using trailing stop. But for now, we are not going to focus on that. What we focus on is setting of TP and closing of trade. So now, by the time I click on set TP, okay, if I want to close 1,000 SHIB at a price of let's say 0.4, I'm going to put it there 0.4, and automatically it will calculate my estimated profit of 118 USDT using, just remember, it's a $1 trade. Okay, so if I also want to set my stop loss in this if I want to set my stop loss at, like, let me say at 0.02, okay, it's also going to calculate my estimated losses. This is my estimated losses of 3.5392 USDT. That's around minus 356%. Now remember, the signal said close at 30% profit, right? The signal said close at 30% profit. So if you want to close by percentage, you can see that they have even indicated it by the side. ROI, that's return on investment by percent. This is ROI by price. Okay, so let me put 30% there. It's automatically you have seen that it have bring the closing price on my trade. Remember, this is my entry price, so this is my closing price of 0.031991, which is above this, okay, because it's a long trade and at 30%. So at 30%, I am going to be getting 0.2979. Sorry, 0.2979. That is how to, it is very simple. Everything is automatically calculated. Just understand how the system works. Now, if you are also asked to set your SL at 20%, that's 20% losses, you just put 20 there in that box. By the time you put 20, it will automatically calculate everything for you. This is what you'll be losing from your $1, 0.1990. That's approximately $0.2, which is 20%, okay, of your capital that you used to enter the trade. And then you click on confirm. Once you click on confirm, you're good to go. So it's not very hard, guys. It's not very hard. Also, if you want to close this trade part by part, if you want to close this trade, let's say you want to close, if I tell you close 50% when we are in profit, or maybe you are in losses and I say close 50% of your trade, you just click on close trade. when you click on close trade, it is very simple. Either you click on, you can use these percentages. In fact, I don't think I will mention anything more than, except I specifically tell you close 30%. But you can click on close 25% or 50%. This is a DCA method, and limit also is a type of DCA. So let's assume I want to close at 0.0311, and I want to close just 50% of my trade, 119. Okay, this is exactly what I will do. So if I set this price and I click on 50% and I click on confirm, this, when the price of 1,000 sheep gets to this, only 50% of my trade will be closed. The other 50% will keep running. So it is very simple, guys. It's very simple. Just let me know anything you do not understand. Just ensure you ask me questions. Thank you very much, and God bless you. And I think I should close this trade because I'm not ready to lose anything now. 100%. So that's it, guys. That's it. I hope you understand. God bless you.